Soundbar will take movie nights, gaming sessions, and their favorite iHeart holiday music playlists to a new level. But hurry, a deal this good won't last long. Head to Walmart.com and get the gift that keeps on giving today.
How's your money feeling? It's about to feel happier with a certificate from Happy Money's partner, Alliant Credit Union. Elevate and increase your savings with 12-month terms and only $1,000 minimum. And the happiest part? Alliant certificates yield 5.25% APY annual percentage yield. Now that's a happier side of money. Elevate your savings. Go to happymoney.com/Alliant. That's ALLIANT. Funds insured up to $250,000 by NCUA. The APY is accurate as of the 11/1/2023 dividend declaration date. Early withdrawal penalties do apply. Fees may reduce earnings on the account. Any monthly withdrawals or transfers reduce earnings.
The world's got you feeling glazed over. Sprinkle some love all around. Just climb your way up out of that hole, and you'll be the taste of the town. Grab the one thing that everyone's loving, and as it happens, they come by the dozen. Everybody loves a donut. Order a dozen from Dunkin'.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Meet Miko Mini, the AI-powered robot for kids that's redefining learning. It's curious, expressive, and surprisingly empathetic. With math quizzes, spelling challenges, reading buddy, and critical thinking activities, Miko Mini is the perfect gift that makes the most of fun and curiosity. Ready to bring Miko Mini into your home this holiday? Visit Miko.ai to discover the magic today. Miko, ignite curiosity, endless fun.
KFYR 18 guns in this 701. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
All bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and ready to go from 66 degrees to snow and all that stuff?
Oh, boy, I tell you what.
Good Lord. So, you know, the southern border is always in the news, but we talk about the northern border, and for one thing, there's nothing stopping people from flying into Canada and then popping over illegally, too. But now we have to be aware of the invasive super pigs and get that border fixed up.
Yeah, well, you know, we've actually heard of wild pigs in North Dakota here a while back. It actually, up there by Watford City, there was one killed on a guy's place because it was kind of causing some destruction. But yeah, what they're talking about is these wild boars that were brought in from Eurasia, basically. They come in here, they crossbred them up there in Canada with their domestic population, which made them bigger and hardier, and now they can survive about anywhere, especially even in our cold temperatures. And yeah, they're pretty concerned about them coming down here and crossing the border. And I don't know, Todd, if you've ever been down south and seen the destruction these pigs, the wild pigs down there can do, but that is something we do not want in North Dakota, I can tell you that.
I've done my own destruction when I was in the South, so. It was not pretty, I'll just put it that way. It was not pretty.
I mean, I've been down there. We go down there about every 3 years, a group of us, and down to Florida and hunt them. And, I mean, they tear up the ground overnight. I mean, in a 12 to 20-hour period, there can be a beautiful field there, and if the pigs move in overnight, it literally looks like it's been plowed. That's how destructive a large group of pigs can be. And basically this Dr. Ryan Brook, he's out of the University of Saskatchewan, he's kind of warning everybody that, hey, don't do what you guys are thinking. North Dakota Game and Fish is out there saying, call us, don't do nothing. I disagree. I think they ought to change that and say, if you see one, shoot it. Get rid of it. Because like he was talking about, they only have a gestation period of 114 days, average litter of 4 to 12 piglets. Ugh. And if you kill, they can repopulate very, very, very quickly. He said, even if 65% of the population's killed up each year up there now in Canada where they have a huge problem, the population will still increase. That's how bad it is. You could kill 65+% really, and you won't get ahead of it. You might break even as far as sustaining what population they have now. Said we don't want these things. They can go about 100 or about 120 to 250 pounds, but can get up as big as 400 now, and they can run 30 mile an hour. And I can vouch for that. Them babies can run. So, yeah.
Clay, did you say what makes them a super pig? Did you say why they are super pigs?
Yeah, well, basically because they end up crossbreeding them with our domestic ones. I've got another article here that I was kind of looking into when we were looking at the other one. And yeah, basically what they did is they did it because they wanted to have hardy, meaty pigs. I mean, that's what they were looking for in Canada. So they thought it'd be a great way to import them in and have great big meat farms is what they were kind of looking at. And by doing that, guess
Eurasian
what?
Hogs, right? They bred Eurasian hogs and some other.
Yep, they literally bred them with the domestic ones they already had up there in Canada, which, by the way, a larger animal can survive better. They're more adapted to it, and that's what happened. They started crossbreeding them and getting these hybrids, and guess what? When the market fell out in Canada and the pig price collapsed, they just went ahead and released them, and now they got huge problems up there in Canada, and that's what's happening. That's why they're coming down here. They're starting to destroy. They're spreading out is what's happening. They're destroying everything.
Yeah, in Montana, they put a ban on raising them and transporting them. I don't know how much that's going to stop it. If somebody's going to raise them, they're going to raise them. I guess some people probably think, I can control this. This won't be a problem. But, a couple of them get out, and the next thing you know, like you said, you were saying now they can breed and spread. I mean, it sounds like a prairie dog. It's worse than a prairie dog, really.
They are.
Spread, so.
And, at first, a lot of the states looked at it, as well as the hunters, like, hey, here's another thing that we can go hunting for and then hone our skills and have some fun. Well, it ain't so fun anymore.
It sounds fun for sure. I'd like to shoot them, but, I don't want them up here. I've seen the damage you talk about. It's crazy.
It turns out if you use the right weapon, the only license you need to kill them is a driver's license.
Kind of with everything, isn't it?
Those might wreck your car worse than a deer, Todd. Those things are stout.
I was going to say, don't use a Geo Metro if you're going to try that trick. The pig is just going to laugh, so you don't want to do that. Guns in the 701, 824 here at KFYR. Representative from Maine wants to make. I love this one because this really makes you realize. Oh yeah. Representative from Maine wants to make property owners liable for violence occurring in gun-free zones. You want to have a gun-free zone? Fine, have your gun-free zone, but deal with the consequences.
Yeah. Republican Representative James White from Guilford. He's serving his first term in the Maine legislature. I guess the guy's a career gunsmith and obviously a big advocate for your Second Amendment civil rights. He unveiled a proposal, Todd, like you said, to protect the rights of Mainers to bear arms in self-defense by allowing property owners to be liable for violence that occurs in these so-called unicorn gun-free zones. I think Clay and I actually brought this up a while ago on here. We thought this was a good idea. The potential liability in his mind would discourage property owners from forbidding people from carrying firearms or, for that matter, other self-defense articles like pepper spray onto their premises. Because it's actually, in a lot of these states, it's illegal to have pepper spray. Even Representative White said he's actually heard from some young females who work like nurses or wait staff or whatever. They get put in a position of leaving their place of employment because that forbids them from bringing self-defense things in, like a gun, like I said, or even pepper spray, and then they got to leave back to their car with nothing on them either. And if you are a business and you leave people defenseless, or you refuse to have a gun in there of your own and be trained with it to defend your patrons, you should be held liable. I've thought that for quite a long time already. And this proposal, I guess, comes after Clay and I talked about this guy a little bit Wednesday, U.S. Senator Angus King from Maine, quote, an independent. He's not an independent. He's a leftist. And, of course, he caucuses exclusively with Democrats, with all these independents. So we're not an independent leftist. Get real. Just tell people who you are. He announced, right, Clay, earlier this week, he was introducing this federal legislation to do a buyback, federal buyback and restrict your magazine capacity. And of course,
called it the
assault
Go
weapons,
Safe
205.
Go Safe Act.
Yeah, Go Safe Act, yeah. Gas-operated, semi-automatic, whatever it was. It's, there's another
firearm exclusion.
Yeah, instead of saying just semi-automatics, now they're saying gas-operated, which it are. It's, the gas emitted from the cartridge when you shoot it. But I think they know that leftists hate gasoline, so they're putting gas in there too. So they're really going to hate semi-automatics. But yeah, luckily they all got voted down. None of them passed the Senate, which is good. Republicans killed them all, which is a great idea. So too bad for Angus King, leftist Angus King.
There you go.
Because the 701 get more coming up, guys. Check your text, by the way, for the real picture of the Time magazine Woman of the Year. It is Taylor Swift, but they use the wrong picture. I sent you the picture they're supposed to have used. But if anybody else wants the picture, I'm not willing to post it, but if you're willing to deal with the consequences of me sending it, then text me and I'll send it to you as well. 827 North Guns of the 701 coming up.
Shetler's Construction is a company that offers Amish quality and no surprises. I can say that with confidence because I am David Shetler, and this is our family-owned company. We help our customers design and create the buildings of their dreams. Join our many satisfied customers and achieve your dreams of a quality custom-built home, heated shop, or pole barns. Call me, David Shetler, at Shetler's Construction, 701-690-7713.
Coming up next, we look at the upcoming election year and how it's putting a squeeze on the new farm bill. We're looking at 2025 before anything might get determined. That's next on the Dakota Farm and Ranch Report.
Hey, farm. Wings, home-style French toast sticks are so sweet and crispy. Some are saying they're better than Mom's breakfast.
Did you say Wendy's French toast sticks are better than mine?
No, Mom, some people are saying that, not me. Even if I am thinking it. Choose Wendy's home-style French toast sticks.
How would you like to come home to a bartender who will fix you any cocktail you want? I'll have an old-fashioned.
I'll have a beer, yeah.
Now you can with the new Bartesian Duet home cocktail maker. The new Bartesian Duet, Bartesian's most compact cocktail maker, crafts premium cocktails at the touch of a button. Choose from over 50 different cocktails. You'll always get freshly mixed, perfectly balanced cocktails with the Bartesian Duet cocktail maker. And now, get our best deal ever on the new Bartesian Duet, plus free shipping when you go to bartesian.com/cocktail. Entertaining, the Bartesian Duet is ideal for parties. No need to stock all kinds of mixers or complicated recipes. Every guest gets a cocktail of their choice in seconds. Bartesian makes a wonderful gift for anyone who loves a fine premium cocktail. And now, get our best deal ever on the new Bartesian Duet, plus free shipping when you go to bartesian.com/cocktail. Hurry, offer ends soon. That's BARTESIAN.com/cocktail. Bartesian.com/cocktail.
Mitchell in the morning. KFYR 550.
With the Dakota Farm and Ranch Report, I'm Scott Bachmeyer. Just because the Farm Bill deadline got extended into the fall of next year in 2024 doesn't mean that there's a lot of time for more decision. That, according to Mary Kay Thatcher, Senior Manager of Federal Government and Industry with Syngenta.
It only probably got us till about May of next year. If we try to pass it closer to the November election than that, it just doesn't happen. There's too much politics tied up. When you think about the fact that we also kicked the can down the road on all these appropriations bills, some of which will, have to come to fruition on January 19th, some on February 2nd, we're not going to do anything else till we finish that. So we're at a fairly small time frame to be able to really get this done. And I would say there's at least a 50-50 chance it doesn't get done until 2025 instead of 2024.
She says the upcoming election year might make Farm Bill negotiations a bit messy, which means there's a possibility it won't get passed until 2025.
When you think about the fact that we also kicked the can down the road on all these appropriations bills, some of which will, have to come to fruition on January 19th, some on February 2nd, we're not going to do anything else till we finish that. So we're at a fairly small time frame to be able to really get this done. And I would say there's at least a 50-50 chance it doesn't get done until 2025 instead of 2024.
With the Dakota Farm and Ranch Report, I'm Scott Bachmeyer.
KFYR, your ag authority.
I was crossing the street when I met the love of my life. I chased after her. Nothing would stand in my way. Not the dog walker, nor the hot dog vendor. Finally reaching her, I asked, "What do you call that amazing smell?"
It's Gain Flings.
Gain Flings. My love had a name, but more importantly, it had a scent.
Fall in love with Gain Flings. Seriously good scent.
Try Gain Flings and save even more at Target with a free gift card.
Hamilton, the Tony, Olivier, Grammy, and Pulitzer Prize-winning musical, is now playing in Chicago at the James M. Niederlander Theater. Get tickets at BroadwayInChicago.com.
They said it would be too hard to earn a degree while working full-time, but WGU offers flexible degree programs that I was able to finish on my time. There are no set login times, and better yet, courses and tests are all online and 100% whenever you want to do them. To learn more about how you can get your degree in IT, business, education, or healthcare, visit wgu.edu today.
It's Macy's One Day Sale now, with great deals of the day on gifts we love, like 60 to 65% off warm and stylish coats for everyone, 35 to 70% off fine jewelry she'll adore, and 75% off holiday decor for a cozy, welcoming home. Best of all, everyone gets $10 Macy's money for every $50 spent. Learn more at Macys.com/Macy's money. Savings off sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
What's that sound? That's the sound of Downy Unstoppable scent beads going into your washing machine and giving your clothes. There it is again. It's like music to your ears, or more like music to your nose. That freshness is irresistible. Let's get a Downy Unstoppable bottle shake. And now a sniff solo. Nice. Get 6 times longer lasting freshness plus odor protection with Downy Unstoppables in-wash scent beads.
KFYR.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. A few more jobs were created last month than most economists expected.
The Labor Department said employment rate declined to 3.7%. The labor force participation rate rose to 62.8, a sign of people returning to the workforce.
Fox's Jenny Casola. The president's son, Hunter Biden's facing 9 new federal tax charges, 3 felonies that his attorney says are the result of Republican pressure. A woman's accused of pouring gasoline on Martin Luther King Jr.'s childhood home and trying to set it on fire.
Atlanta Battalion Fire Chief Jerry DeBerry saying,
if the witnesses hadn't been here and interrupted what she was doing, I mean, it could have been a matter of seconds before the house was engulfed in flames.
2 visiting off-duty New York City police officers restrained the woman. The motive for the attempted arson not yet known.
Fox's Jack Callahan. America's listening to Fox News.
And now, from North Dakota's news authority, Jesse Rostvent, KFYR Radio News.
Low-pressure system bringing accumulating snow, strong winds, blowing snow to much of the region today through tonight. Snow beginning to fall from northwest to southeast this morning and continuing through this afternoon. Strongest winds expected over the western and central Dakotas this afternoon and evening. Combination of snow and wind significantly reducing visibility, making travel hazardous. Stay up to date with conditions beginning to improve tomorrow with winds diminishing through the day. Temperatures trending toward seasonable normals through the middle of next week. Mostly dry conditions expected. Man was injured in Mandan when he was hit by a vehicle driven by a Morton County Sheriff's deputy early Wednesday night. Happened about 6:30 at the intersection of 3rd Street Southeast and 6th Avenue. Officials saying the man was wearing dark clothing, and the deputy reported hospital to be treated for minor injuries. The collision being investigated by North Dakota Highway Patrol. Minot man who was arrested for assault last month now faces an attempted murder charge. Authorities saying 34-year-old Scott Flood broke into a home and tried to strangle a person inside. Victim was able to escape and call police, and Flood was arrested. He was initially charged with burglary, domestic violence, serious bodily injury, and interference with an emergency phone call, though prosecutors recently amended the charges to include attempted murder. Flood's preliminary hearing, an arraignment scheduled for December 21st. Minot woman accused of fatally poisoning her boyfriend with antifreeze has pleaded not guilty to murder. 47-year-old Ina Knoyer had her preliminary hearing and arraignment yesterday when she entered her plea. Prosecutors saying she poisoned 51-year-old Stephen Riley Jr. to receive his supposed multi-million-dollar inheritance, which investigators say likely didn't exist. Knoyer remains in custody on $1 million bond. Her pretrial conference scheduled for February 14th. An Alexander man has pleaded not guilty to several charges, including 2 charges of attempted murder. Police saying that in October, David Chambers Jr. walked into a business in Alexander with a bolt-action rifle and shot at people. No one was hurt. Chambers faces up to 20 years for each attempted murder charge. Pretrial conference is scheduled for February 1st. Trial expected to take place in April. Man has been arrested on a terrorizing charge in connection with a disturbance at a Williston apartment building. Police say 31-year-old Dante Passanti walked around his apartment building holding a shotgun before he kicked in a tenant's door. People living in the apartment saying they had to barricade the door to prevent him from getting in. Passanti told police he thought his niece was being prostituted and sexually assaulted and wanted to take care of it. He's being held at the Williams County Correctional Center on $20,000 bond, and his preliminary hearing is set for January 3rd. Police have arrested a West Fargo man on child porn charges. The investigation into Dustin Ray Fredrickson began last month after the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children received a tip about child porn on his Snapchat account. When investigators searched the account, they reportedly found sexually explicit images of children. Fredrickson was arrested as he's previously served time in prison for sexually assaulting a 13-year-old girl and failing to register as a sex offender. Winter weather advisory will be in effect later this morning into tomorrow for parts of North Dakota. We'll get a look at the AccuWeather forecast up next.
Ho, ho, ho!
Do you want to meet Santa?
Ew, gotta get rid of this old Backstreet Boys t-shirt.
Tell me why.
Because it stinks, boys.
Tell me why.
I've washed it so many times, but the odor won't come out.
Tell me why.
No, you tell me why I can't get rid of this odor.
Have you tried Downy Rinse and Refresh? It doesn't just cover up odors, it helps remove them.
Wow, it worked, guys.
Yeah.
Downy Rinse and Refresh removes more odor in 1 wash than the leading value detergent in 3 washes. Find it wherever you buy laundry products.
It's the holiday mystery sale at JCPenney. How much will you save? An amazing coupon giveaway starts this Thursday. Everyone can enjoy guaranteed savings of an extra 30% off, or your chance at an extra 40 or 50% off your entire purchase in store. All the gifts you need, all the savings you want. Mystery solved. JCPenney. Make your holidays count. Offers valid on select styles 12/7 through 12/14. Exclusions apply. Giveaway in-store only. Must be 18 or older. See store or jcp.com for details.
It's Macy's one-day sale now with great deals of the day on gifts we love, like 60 to 65% off warm and stylish coats for everyone, 35 to 70% off fine jewelry she'll adore, and 75% off holiday decor for a cozy, welcoming home. Best of all, everyone gets $10 Macy's money for every $50 spent. Learn more at Macys.com/Macy's money. Savings off sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
Here's your AccuWeather forecast. We do have a wind advisory in effect through this evening. It'll be cloudy and windy today. A couple of flurries around this morning. A little snow for the afternoon. Could see about an inch, high 35. Snow this evening, 1 to 2 inches on the way. Clouds will break late tonight with the low at 22. Partly sunny, windy for tomorrow. The high at 36. Clouds and windy on Sunday, the high 36. Plan with confidence at AccuWeather.com. With your AccuWeather forecast, I'm Steve Williams.
And that winter weather advisory in effect till 6 tomorrow morning, starts officially at 9. So in 21 minutes, it's going to instantly get worse. I'm just kidding. It's not quite how it works. Bismarck, at the moment, it's already windy. Northwest wind 22, gusting to 33. Pressure steady at 29.41. Relative humidity 82%, dew point 32. Cloud cover 37. KFYR Radio, your news and weather authority. Exactly 8:40, and time to let you know today's secret word. Win Todd's Toro. Toro snowblower from Kirkwood Ace Hardware, North and South Bismarck. Bismarck's real hardware store, and KFYR 550, 8-horse, 26-inch. Give it away next Friday? double check what the rules. Because I got one thing that says one and one that says the other, and I got to reconcile that. Don't make me your accountant. Today's Super Pig. It's Super Pig today. The word is Super Pig. Watch out for the Super Pig invading from Canada. Super Pigs. But Super Pig is the word that you'll have to listen for in the KFYR Cafe between 3 and 5 today. When we have the word Super Pig on. Be the 10th caller, 701-258-0550, 1-800-228-0550. 10th caller through when Super Pig comes on between 3 and 5. And by Super Pig, I don't mean Cody's shoe. I mean the word Super Pig. Did you guys catch that one? Huh?
Yeah.
See what I did there? Huh?
Super Pig.
Super
Who sings
Pig.
that? Rick James?
Yes, it is. That's why I don't let him on the show. That's why I don't let him on the show anymore. I'm just kidding. When you hear Super Pig between 3 and 5 at the cafe, 10th caller, get your name in to win Todd's Toro from KFYR. More with Guns of the 701 next.
It's the holiday mystery sale at JCPenney. How much will you save? An amazing coupon giveaway starts this Thursday. Everyone can enjoy guaranteed savings of an extra 30% off, or your chance at an extra 40 or 50% off your entire purchase in store. All the gifts you need, all the savings you want. Mystery solved. JCPenney. Make your holidays count. Offers valid on select styles 12/7 through 12/14. Exclusions apply. Giveaway in-store only. Must be 18 or older. See store or jcp.com for details.
It's the Marketer's Report. Today, Kate Cronin, Chief Brand Officer of Moderna, tells us about the advantages the speed of audio production affords their growing tech company.
At Moderna, we have a mindset saying that we pivot fearlessly. And I think with audio, you can pivot fearlessly. You can go where the news is and bringing in content that perhaps you didn't have a few weeks earlier. It's less 6 months in advance or 3 months in advance when you do a TVC. You're able to create really nimble content, which I think in this day and age, and particularly at Moderna, where we have new information coming out on a regular basis, being able to feed that information to the audio format makes being nimble and pivoting easy.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to all, from national to local. Every audience, live conversations, trusted influencers, and the insights and data you need to grow. Not just a media company, iHeartMedia is your access company. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
It's Macy's one-day sale now with great deals of the day on gifts we love, like 60 to 65% off warm and stylish coats for everyone, 35 to 70% off fine jewelry she'll adore, and 75% off holiday decor for a cozy, welcoming home. Best of all, everyone gets $10 Macy's money for every $50 spent. Learn more at Macys.com/Macy's money. Savings off sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
Hurry into the Wrap Up the Year sales event at your local Ram dealer for great deals on the trucks that give you all the power you need and all the luxury you could ask for. Now get 0% financing for 72 months or 10% below MSRP on the purchase of a 2023 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab. Offer not compatible with lease offers or with any other consumer incentive offers. 0% APR financing for 72 months equals $13.89 per month per 1,000 financed for well-qualified buyers through Chrysler Capital, regardless of down payment. Not all buyers will qualify. Residency restrictions apply. Take retail delivery from dealer stock by 1/2.
This season at Ross, presents get personal. Ooh, this sweater for this price? Deals will be dealt. Oh, my savings. And stockings will be stuffed. Save 20 to 60% off department store prices at Ross.
For the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now. And the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger, because we have professional-grade supplies for every industry, even hard-to-find products. And we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering commitment to help keep you up and running. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
45 Guns of the 701 here in KFYR 550. So New York's Attorney General, I guess the next step would be go back to a musket.
They don't like those either. New York has a ban on anything over 50 caliber. New York City, so you can't have a.
Oh, you can't have a musket either.
God,
what?
No.
Can I have a rock?
It depends right on now. not the one that's like on your shirt. Todd. That's definitely an assault rifle.
Got to have a low capacity magazine.
Because, 3 or 4 is okay, but you can't have 30 or 40 or 300 or 400.
For now. So, New York attorney.
They're letting you have one.
Yeah, you can't even have one. That's one's one too many, according to New York Attorney General Letita James. I don't know if she's related to super freak Rick James or the Super Pigs. In a coalition,
definitely.
You seriously went there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You said Super Pigs for your words, so I had to work in some Rick James Super Freak.
Last thing I was expecting on Guns of the 701. Super freak.
Yeah, or you could say this case is about super mags, right? That's what she wants to probably call these super mags. Her, Letita James, and a coalition of 19 other attorney generals, that does not include Drew Wrigley, thankfully, filed an amicus brief in the U.S. District Court of Appeals for the Ninth Circuit in support of a California law that bans any magazine over 10 rounds. The case is called Duncan versus Bonta, Bonta being Rob Bonehead Bonta, the Attorney General of California, which concerns the constitutionality of the law of California banning any magazine that holds over 10 rounds, which Letita James says large capacity magazines make weapons even more deadly and can lead to horrific mass casualty events, which I would say, I think from latest article on most the states with mass casualty of mass shootings, California is number 1. And they have this, so I don't know about that, Letita James. Plus, Virginia Tech, 2007, 32 dead. That was 10-round magazines. Parkland, 17 dead. That was 10-round magazines. So looks like 10-rounders are pretty deadly, too.
Yeah.
And those two shootings, there's been shootings with drum magazines, Todd, that have far less death and casualty than that. So, she's just working it down. And California's actually got to think, Todd, you can't even have on your AR-15, you need something called a bullet button. You just can't push your mag release button. You got it, and so how's that working out for them? It's not working out.
You think they follow that law and say just random choice of towns, meaning nothing by this Compton?
Yeah, I'm sure the gang members follow it to a T.
Because it's the law.
Yeah,
right.
Criminals follow laws, right?
Yeah. While you're selling your meth, okay.
Clay, she claims this falls within the Second Amendment rights. Clay, though, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I've seen she did, but it's funny. She's already been overruled on a few cases. Bruin comes to mind. She kind of started that and started spearheading that when it was going through, which it was overturned in the Supreme Court. But you and I have already reviewed a lot of magazine bans, actually. In fact, Illinois right now, they're trying to fight it off because guess what? Because of Bruin and the historical use, the Supreme Court has already ruled on several of these magazine bans and assault weapon bans that they're going to overturn those when they get to their bench as well. The courts are using Bruin as the precedent-setting ruling out of the Supreme Court saying, nope, nada, sorry guys, Second Amendment is a constitutional right. As a state, you do not have a right to throw that out or regulate it to the idea that it's not a historical use. And so, they can do what they want. I imagine, though, it'll come out of the Ninth Circuit, as Rush used to call it, the Ninth Circus Court of Appeals, because it was already overturned. And it'll probably end up going through the entire system and possibly land on the Supreme Court's desk. And I imagine that they'll come down with a decision that they either send it back and say, listen, look at Bruin and then make a decision, or they'll just overrule it and be done with it right there.
Well, she claims, Clay, that California law is consistent with historical tradition of regulating and imposing restrictions on new and distinctively dangerous forms of weaponry. She didn't elaborate in the story, but I'd like to hear where in the history of gun laws we've banned, like anytime a new firearm comes out, we got to ban that. Where's that a tradition?
Well, it's not new technology per se. The 1911 has been around before 1911 as far as the Colt 1911 handgun went. We've had lever action since the late 1800s. It's got gunpowder or cartridge and goes bang. It's not new technology. and they might do different things to it. They might put a different wrapper around it, but it's not new technology. And so, yes, it's going to fall within the historical means under Bruin. But you know how leftists are. They really don't care what the law says or what the rulings are. They just keep doing more of it and hoping something's throw it on the wall and hopefully it sticks.
Guns of the 701 here on KFYR. It's 8:50, and not everything in Minnesota is bad. I know I bash Minnesota against my will home state, but 94-year-old Rosemary traded her walker for a rifle in Bemidji, and
I love this
good
story,
job,
don't you?
yeah.
I think Jamie thought this would be a good one for a good upbeat story. By the way, if you guys want to see the picture, I did put that up on the live stream that's going on right now. So the picture Todd was talking about, go check it out. It's kind of funny. Anyway, 94-year-old Rosemary Pulcznski, hopefully I pronounced that right. She went out with her grandson. Remember, she's 94 years old. She decided she's going to go out with her grandson. They geared up. They hit the deer stand, got out there before the sun came up, and participated in the Minnesota deer season opener. The deer came out of nowhere in an open spot on the field at about 100 yards. She didn't really do much hunting until later in her life, she said, but she dropped her spiked buck right away with one perfect shot. One of her comments was, wow, I got my deer. She said, I shot once and was ready to shoot again, but it stayed down and it was great. I mean, can you imagine seeing your 94-year-old grandmother or great-grandmother possibly, and she's just as excited as probably when you took your first child hunting? I mean, I think this is a great story. She said that her late husband, Cy, he's the one who taught her how to hunt. He's been gone for 19 years, passed away, but they were together. We have founded for 72 years or 71 years. They got married and 52 years together till he passed away. So he really kind of put that in her and carried it on, but she didn't really go along to go hunting at first. She went there just to keep him company, and that's even a better story yet. I mean, I don't know about you, Jamie, but a lot of wives don't go out to keep their husband's company while they're hunting.
No. I can barely get my wife to go shooting with
Some
me,
wives wouldn't want to go with their husbands, and some husbands are going, I don't want my wife there. You're not going to shoot it, are you?
I can tell you one guy, Eric Newman, who follows the show, and he loves listening in the morning on Friday. He just sent a message here a while back. And I know his wife and his family participate. It's a family ordeal, and that's the way it's supposed to be. And she mentions that's why she loves it. She learned that it wasn't just about going out and getting meat. If she went out there, she could spend time with her family and friends. She found like a solace, a peace, sneaking into the woods while it's still dark and watching that sunrise come up. And I know exactly what she's talking about. There's nothing like watching the world come to life in the morning when you're sitting there just laughing on a big butte or whatever you're doing, wait to call coyotes, hunt deer. I mean, there is something to be said for that. And it's a very, very, I want to say, a nice, peaceful time right there in the morning.
As long as they're not coming out and complaining the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm cold. When are we going home?
One more thing she said, which I really like, Clay. She said at 94, as long as I can get out there and shoot my gun, I'm thankful.
You got to love that.
Oh, no kidding.
I do love it.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Guns in the 701, the new stuff on Wednesdays?
Wednesday, 6 o'clock p.m. Mountain, 7 o'clock Central, and, of course, right here on KFYR 550. An iHeart radio station, and right there on the iHeart podcast loads up pretty much. I'll do it right when we get done. Check it out, everybody.
Best podcast on iHeart.
Wednesday nights, go check out the podcast from Wednesday night. Clay and I got our gift ideas, and of course we got some other great Second Amendment and then hunting and shooting stories on there too. You got some good gift ideas for the Second Amendment lover. In fact, I got a good one for ladies on there too, actually.
Yeah.
And if you want to see the rejected Time magazine photo, I let them deal with that because I don't dare. It's great though. Thanks, guys. Have a good weekend.
Thank you, Todd. See you guys.
Guns in the 701.